ॐ अज्ञानतिमिरान्धस्य ज्ञानाञ्जनशलाकया चक्षुरुन्मिलितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः। श्रीचैतन्यमनोभीष्टं स्थापितं येन भूतले स्वयं रूपः कदा मह्यं ददाति स्वपदान्तिकम्। वन्देऽहं श्रीगुरो श्रीयुतपदकमलं श्रीगुरून् वैष्णवांश्च श्रीरूपं साग्रजातं सहगणरघुनाथान्वितं तं सजीवं साद्वैतं सावधूतं परिजनसहितं कृष्णचैतन्यदेवं श्रीराधा कृष्णपादान् सहगणललिता श्रीविशाखान्वितांश्च हे कृष्ण करुणा सिन्धो दीनबन्धो जगत्पते गोपेश गोपिका कान्त राधा कान्त नमोऽस्तु ते। तप्त कांचन गौरांगी राधे वृंदावनेश्वरी वृषभानुसुते देवी प्रणमामि हरिप्रिये। वाञ्छाकल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपा सिन्धुभ्य एव च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः। नमो विष्णुपादाय कृष्णप्रेष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्तिवेदांत स्वामिन्निति नामिने। नमस्ते सारस्वते देवे गौरवाणी प्रचारिणे निर्विशेषा शून्यवादी पाश्चात्य देशतारिणे। जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर शिवासादि गौर भक्त वृंदा। हरे कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे। Hare Krishna. Welcome to all of you for this session. So today we are going to continue our discussion. So just as a quick recap, we have begun our discussion from jivatma, from beginningless, how the one lacking, what is that? Anadi paratattva gnana sansarga bhava. Jivatma doesn't have knowledge about absolute truth. So that is also known as vimukhyam. In Sanskrit word we say that is not having the knowledge about absolute truth is also known as vimukhyam. Vimukhata, vimukhyam. So because of that only remaining all other things will happen. Maya covering with avidya, and then after that Maya is giving the false identification towards the subtle and God's bodies. And then finally, yeah, so Jivatma is thinking that he is suffering actually. So bhayam ditya viniveshitasya. So actually, in fact, nobody is doing anything to Jivatma. Nobody and no loss for Jivatma. Nobody has taken out from the Swarup of the Jivatma. No. Only thing is, it is now in the darkness and thinking that, like if you are in the darkness, how you think, how you feel actually. If you are in a dark room, you feel that whatever is not there, it is there, and whatever is there, you will think that it is not there. Yes or no? In a dark room, if you stay, what you do? Actually, you feel whatever is not there is there. Like example, oh, this room, you don't know. Maybe there is some cockroach, or there is maybe some kind of some, maybe in the modern houses, I don't know. But if you go to little old houses in village, maybe there is maybe snake, there may be a so scorpion or anything like that. You may think if you completely dark room, if you are there, maybe some ants are there, they may bite. So like that, you may get fear. you feel that whatever is not there. There is no need to get fear, but you feel fear. So there are no mosquitoes, or there are no ants, or there are no snakes, or nothing, but you feel. Which is not there, you feel that it is there. And what do you do? Whatever is there that you don't see. In the dark room, there are the pots are there, and there are mats are there, so many are there. But you are not able to see that. Similarly, when avidya covers jivatma, then what happens? Jivatma by nature, it is having the blissful state. Bliss, it is having the bliss. And that it is not seeing. It is not seeing himself as I am blissful. On top of that, what it is seeing, whatever is not pain is not with him. That means pain and pleasure comes to whom? To the mind. So sukham dukkham is the property of mind actually. And it is thinking that those are all belongs to him. So kya? Tell me now, Maya is doing any, that means any stealing of anything from the jivatma? No. Inherently from the jivatma anything is taken out? No. If you are in dark room and if you are getting fear because of these scorpions and because of the snakes, which are not there, and you are thinking that they are there, and you are feeling fear, and whatever the things are there in that room and you are not able to see, then what is the, whom you will blame? Will you blame darkness? Will you blame darkness? What you will do? You will simply come out from the darkness. Will you see, keep on sitting in the darkness and keep on blaming? So that is the point actually. Shastra, what it is saying? From the beginningless, nobody did anything to you. Nobody has taken out anything from you. You are in the dark room and you come out. That is it is saying actually. People always think that, why I kept in this suffering? Are who kept in your suffering? Nobody is giving suffering. You are thinking that which is belongs to the body, that suffering you are thinking that yours. You are understanding actually. And why Lord is kept? Why Lord is giving suffering? Lord is giving suffering. Maya is giving suffering. Maya is not at all giving any suffering. This jivatma is always pure and blissful. If you say jivatma is really getting suffering, then there is a fault of the Maya. If you claim someone's suffering as yours, how can you blame the Maya actually? This point you are all understanding? Yes. Is very important point. So in 3rd canto, 7th chapter, we discussed this in Faridabad. In 3rd canto, 7th chapter, so Maitreya and Vidura's conversation. In the Bhagavatam, actually, if anyone want, they can see that. So, real suffering is not there with the jivatma. This is a fact actually. Truly, if jivatma's knowledge is taken out, that's a spark actually. It's an infinitely small particle. So from this, if anything is taken out, really, then you can say there is a fault. If Maya has taken out this something blissful potency from the jivatma, then you can say Maya is not taking away anything from. Jivatma is as it is always pure. But being in the darkness, if some person is feeling the fear, which are not really, which are not there actually, or like scorpions or the snakes, and getting fear from that, out of his own imagination, whose fault this is? So, just that's why the solution is come out from the darkness. Only that. So that's why There Vishwanath Chakravarti says in third canto, 7th chapter, sloka number maybe 8 or something like that, around there. So that's why Maya fault is not there. If Maya is really taking out the pleasure from the jivatma, or if it really take out the knowledge from the jivatma, Swarupa Gnanam, completely, then you can claim. That means you can blame Maya. But one should not blame Maya. If you are not allowed to blame Maya, then what to speak of blaming Lord? So someone is in the darkness and he is not able to see the things, then can he put a case in court actually? Oh, I am not able to see I became blind in this darkness. So my vision is taken out by this darkness. And you'll put a case? No, actually. The same way, the point is we have to just turn towards the Lord. This darkness is nothing but what? Absence of. Why this darkness? Because of the absence of the paratattva gnanam. Because of not having the knowledge about the paratattva. So, anadi, this is from beginningless. So then that's why Shastra, out of Lord, out of mercy, merciful Lord, so he is giving Shastra for this jivas actually. And Shastra, even if it is there, can you turn by yourself? By just reading Shastra? No, it's not possible. So then what do we need? Only because of the association of the sadhus, this jivatma will practice, that means sammukhyam, that means cultivating of the knowledge about the Lord. Not only Lord, absolute truth you take. Because some people, they cultivate absolute truth, they see absolute truth as Brahman. And some they see absolute truth as Paramatma and Bhagavan. Savishesha and Nirvishesha. And on the first day, we have seen. So that's why one can gain knowledge of the Lord. So by understanding absolute truth as without any attributes, and for that he will be practicing Jnana Yoga. And some they see absolute truth with attributes and they try to practice Bhakti Yoga to get the knowledge about that Savishesha form. These things you have seen. And for that entry door is Karmarpanam. So that means this Karmarpanam also can be two types. Karmarpanam also can be two types. Based upon the sadhus, association. If one get the association of Jnani sadhus, he will do Karmarpanam out of detachment. If we get association of, that means the jivatma, which is vimukha jivatma, which is just doing karma. And if we get the association of devotees, then it will be so doing karmarpanam out of love to satisfy the Lord. This thing is mentioned in the Anucheda number 174. We can see Anucheda number 174. There we can find this. अत्र ज्ञानि संगे सति तन्मात्रत्वम् एव भगवदर्पणं भवेत् भक्त संगे तु तत्संतोषमयत्वम् ज्ञानि संगे सति तन्मात्रत्वमेव भगवदर्पणं भवेत्. So that's why in our diagram you can You can take like this. If karmi, that means vimukha jiva, he is not practicing any yoga. That means not trying to cultivate knowledge about absolute truth, and just doing the, as per his karma, he is doing the different types of karma and enjoying the results. And such a jivatma, if you get the gnani sange means if you get the association of gnani, then what will it be doing? What kind of karma it is going to do? Tanmatrattvameva bhagavadarpanam bhavet. Tanmatrattvameva bhagavadarpanam bhavet. Just, that means these people, what they do, who associated jnanis, those karmis, they were said that you don't need to go to Swarga, and also you should not do any sin. So they will be taught that, so not to do any nishiddha karma, that means rejected duties. And also they are said not to desire anything from your karma. If you desire, then you will be attached to this Swarga or other places. So they will not be doing any sinful activities, so that they will never go to the Naraka. And also they are not going to do any kind of desire. That means not going to desire any kind of thing from any result from the karma. If they start desire, then only the result of the karma will come. Ejeta sarga kamaha. If you do yajna and if you don't desire the swarga, then you will not get the swarga actually. So that's why they were said that don't do karma, don't desire anything from that karma. And that's why what they do, they tanmatrattvameva. That means then what they do, that result of the karma, just they offer. For sake of offering, they offer it. That means with detachment, they offer it. So they don't want actually anything. So that's why they offer that into the. If they don't offer, then they, yesterday also I said, they cannot succeed actually in leaving that result of karma. They cannot successfully leave. Only they can get the relief from that karma if they offer to the Lord only. If any somewhere else, if they offer, then they'll get the reaction for that. किसी को दे दिया, पुण्य आ जाएगा तब. इसलिए भगवान में ही देना चाहिए. So it has to be given to the Lord only. So that's why tanmatrattvameva bhagavadarpanam. There the offering of the Lord, offering the results of the karma is just what? Sake of offering. That means out of detachment it is given. But bhakta sangetu, if karmi get the association of devotee, bhakta sangetu, tan santosha matratvam, tan santosha matratvam, tan santosha mayatvam, sorry, tan santosha mayatvam. That means why he will offer that result of karma? So for pleasure of the Lord, tan santosha mayatvam. That means for the pleasure of the Lord. So that's why now what you are understanding, karmarpana is becoming how many types? 2 types of karmarpanam now. It is one is so tanmatratvam, another is santoshamayatvam. Karmis also they may offer to the Lord. They may offer to the Lord for the getting the higher benefits. So then that is not known as sammukhyam. No. if they do karmarpanam karmis to the Lord Vishnu to get the more better results of the karma, so then that is not a yoga actually. Our karmis may offer that to the devatas also at the result of the karma. So pleasing the devatas, so then pleasing devatas will be giving the better rains and better facilities. Or sometimes these karmis they don't give to anyone, they eat away. Then they are the thieves. So they are offering to the Vishnu the way they offer to the other devatas, in the same way they are offering to the Vishnu. So that's why that is not known as really any yoga. Because they didn't come in association of any kind of spiritual man. They are also treating Vishnu also as a one of the demigod. And if I offer to him, I will get more better results. So I will offer to him. This is not known as any kind of yoga. No. They are not seeing Vishnu as absolute truth and not aspiring for him. They are aspiring for what? They are aspiring for their better results of their karma. So that we don't need to discuss here. So that is not sammukhyam. Okay? When one can come to know absolute truth, Vishnu is absolute truth, when he get the association of some spiritual man, spiritual transcendental person, Sadhu. Without Sadhu, he will not understand this. He will not understand Vishnu as absolute truth. Okay? So, now further we have to go here. तत्र सामुख्य द्वारभूतस्य कर्मणः साक्षात् सामुख्य रूप ज्ञान भक्त्युदय पर्यंतत्वात् स्वयमेव ताभ्यां यकारः साक्षात् तदेवं परम दुर्लभ स्वरूपं परम दुर्लभ फलं च अकिंचनाख्या साक्षात् भक्ति रूपं साम्मुख्यं कथं स्याद् इति वक्तुं साम्मुख्य मात्रस्य निदानम् उपलक्ष्यति भवापवर्गो भ्रमतो यदा भवेत् जनस्य तर्ह्यच्युतः सत् समागमः सत्संगमो यर्हि तदैव सद्गतौ परावेशे त्वयि जायते मतिः। Now come 189, sorry 79, 179 anuchedaka. You come here, you'll understand. I'm not going in detail of each anucheda, so just giving the basic background. So akinchanakya parama durlabha swarupam parama durlabha phalam cha akinchanakya sakshat bhakti rupam sammukhyam. We are not at all interested in the different types of this kind of, that means we are not interested in the tanmatratva karmarpanam. We are not interested in the jnana rupa sammukhyam. We are also not interested in the just doing karma and offering that to the Lord to please him. This also we are not interested. We are interested in what? We are interested in this. We are interested in this. This is Bhakti sammukhyam. What is that? We are interested in parama, akinchan. That means parama durlabha swarupam. That means pure devotion. We are interested in a pure devotion, which is very rare to get. And also, which is the highest result. It is also highest result, and also it is very rare to get. That kind of pure devotion, this is also sammukhyam. If you do pure devotion, and you will be getting the, so sammukhyam, definitely, paratattvam, and you will be getting the highest, that means in the highest way, you will be realizing the absolute truth. So that's why we want pure devotion. How it comes? What is the reason for this? Here Jiva Goswami clearly explaining this kind of akinchanakya sakshat bhakti rupam sammukhyam. This pure devotion is what? Pure devotion should be always sakshat bhakti only. Karma arpanam never come under the pure devotion. That means this area. That means if you do your duties as a Brahmana, Kshatriya, Vaishya, or otherwise as a Grihastha, or otherwise Brahmachari, and so on. So, if your duties result, if you offer with love to the Lord, that is not under the pure devotional service. Pure devotion is what? Akinchanakya bhakti is what? Sakshat bhakti rupa. That activities are directly connected to the Lord. It's not that the activities are connected to your body, and those result of that activities, if you offer to the Lord, this is also kind of sammukhyam. That means you are ultimately you are serving the Lord, but this is not the direct devotion. Like a Vaishya, he is identifying himself as a Vaishya with his body and doing. That means identifying himself as body and doing the work. That means your activities are done by the upadhi, by the identification, and that result is offered to the Lord. This is not direct devotion. If that Vaishya is identifying himself as servant of the Lord, and if he do directly devotional activity, that means hearing and chanting, then that is direct devotion. Direct devotion we can discuss even further, the characteristics of direct devotion. So that's why pure devotion should be what? This is sakshat bhakti. So it is sakshat bhakti rupa. And how many hours you should do this kind of pure devotion? Only once in a, that means in a day 5 hours if you do sakshat bhakti, and remaining 19 hours you do karmarpanam, can he be called as a pure devotee? He is in the pure devotion? He is not in pure devotion. This sakshat bhakti he should do 24/7. He should do 24/7. Even if he does karma for sake of setting an example to the society, he may do, like Pandavas they do. But that should not cover bhakti. That should not cover his sakshat bhakti. That should be continued. So anyway, so here the point is sakshat bhakti rupa. This kind of sammukhyam we want to do. From where we get this? This kind of sammukhyam. Just if you keep on doing the karma arpana, you will be going to this state? No. What you need? So sakshat bhakti rupam sammukhyam katham syat, how you can get? Iti vaktum, to say that sammukhyam matrasya nidanam upalakshayati. So general sammukhyam will happen only by the sadhus. General sammukhyam, that means sammukhyam means, you simply remember that turning towards the Lord and trying to cultivate knowledge about Him by some actions is known as sammukhyam. So that begins with what? That begins with the reason. Sorry, what is the reason for that? That reason is sadhu sanga. What is the proof? 10th canto, 51st chapter, 54th sloka. Bhavapavargo brahmato yada bhavet janasya tarhyachyuta satsamagama satsangamo yerhi tadaivas sadgato paravareshe tvayi jayate mati. So the meaning of this sloka is, you have to take in a reverse way here to say the extreme need of the sadhu sanga. It is said in another way, but actually you should take what the meaning. Yada satsangama bhave tada bhavapavargo bhave. Whenever there is a satsanga, that means sat means sadhu. Whenever sadhu sanga, sadhu means he can be gnani or he can be devotee. So when you get association of sadhu, then only bhavapavargo bhave. Then only one can come out from this bhava. That means samsara. So here this is the, or that is only the reason actually. Sammukhyam matrasya. That means nidanam upalakshaiti. Sammukhyam matrasya nidanam upalakshaiti. What is the reason? Sadhu sanga is the reason. This is the point I want you to note it. Now first, how will we get in the sadhu sanga of the pure devotional sammukhyam? Suddha bhakti. How we get? That is explained further. So that means to turn towards the Lord, it is only possible by the sadhu. But how to get the pure devotion? To get the pure devotion, tataha satsangasyaiva tatra nidanatvam nidsiddham tacha yuktam anadi siddha tad agnanamaya vaimukhyata anyatahi tad asambhavaha. This line also you should note. So Anushada number 180. What it is saying? Satsangasyaiva tatra nidanatvam siddham. That the absence of paratattva jnanam is the lacking with the jivatma. That is known as vimukha. And getting knowledge about the paratattvam is known as sammukha or sammukhyam. That is possible by what? Satsangasyaiva. That means only association of sadhu only can bring the knowledge in jivatma about paratattvam. Only satsanga. This should be clear. That means these karmis will go to the higher stages. That means this only because of sadhu sanga. There is no other mean. But our target is how to go here. But only because of sadhu sanga only they turn towards they travel to the higher stages. This should be clear for you. Anadi siddha tad agnanamaya tad vimukhyam. That means what is vimukhyam? From beginningless. Anadi siddha means it is this absence of knowledge. Tad agnanamaya means not knowing. Tad means absolute truth. Tattvamasi tat. Tat means absolute truth. Tad agnanamaya. That means not knowing absolute truth. Is there from when onwards? Anadi siddha. Anadi means beginningless. Siddha means it is there. Anadi siddha tad agnanamaya tad vimukhyam. So, tad vimukhyam means vimukhyam towards the Lord, towards the absolute truth. So, this vimukhyam, vimukhyata, vimukhyavata, vatam, anyatahi tad asambhavam. Anadi siddha tad agnanamaya tad vimukhyavatam, anyatahi tad asambhavaha. This vaimukhita will never go. So, or otherwise, if they don't get the sadhu sanga, it will be continued for the beginning, endless. Okay. And that means jivatma, if you see the nature of the jivatma also what? Here it is also further said, jivatma is Tatastha Shakti. How it can know absolute truth? No. And it is also covered with the avidya, so that's it is not also not knowing himself. And on the top of that, it is covered with the subtle and gross bodies, subtle body and gross bodies. So all these, this means millions of this kind of jivas are together. If they associate each other, they always, that means they may have logic, they may have so many things. That means they may have the senses, but they never come to the absolute truth. They never turn towards the absolute truth. That is said here. Tarko pratishtaha srutayo vibhinna nasa vrishir yasya matam na binnam dharmasya tattvam nihitam guhaya mahajano yena gata sapanta. Tarko pratishta srutayo vibhinna nasa vrishir yasya matam na binnam dharmasya tattvam nihitam guhaya mahajano yena gata sapanta. Mahajano yena gata sapantha. Only by the Sadhus association they can talk. Otherwise, they keep on speculating with their material faculties. So now come to the next Anucheda 181. What it is said here? Tataha sadhu sanga hetuscha. Then sadhu sanga is the cause for turning towards the Lord. Then what is the reason for sadhu sanga? How sadhu sanga happens? Then it is said here, Tata sadhu sanga hetuscha sata swaira charita eva na anyaha. That means the hetu for the sadhu sanga is the independent nature of sadhus. Independent nature of sadhus. Here it is said that the proof is 11th canto, 2nd chapter, 24th sloka. Taye kada nimehe satram upajagmur edruchaya. This Nimi is a king actually. All these Nava yogis, 9 yogis, they went to Nimi's house. Why they went? Edruchaya. That means Swairataya. That means independently. Nobody said and no factor is the cause for them to go and give their association. Natu hetvantara prayuktaya ityarthaha. There is no other cause. Hetvantara means there is no other cause is the reason there. No. No other cause is there. Swairataya. Yadrucha means Swairata. From the Amarkosha also we can see the meaning of Swairata means. So Satsu Parameshwara Prayoktrutvam cha Sadichanusareneva. So Aham Bhakta Paradinaha. That means Satsu Parameshwara Prayoktrutvam cha. One may say, oh, these sadhus, to go there, Lord inspire them, that's why they went, one may say. No, that is also not correct. So no. Lord is not telling them to go give the association to the nimi. No? But actually, sadichanusarena, that means Lord also interfere in them by their desire only, by the sadhu's desire only. Why? Lord is bhakta paradina. That means inside the sadhu, so Lord is not inspiring him, and that's why he is giving his association to that jiva. No, that is the wrong reason actually. Why? Then if you say that, then why Lord is saying only to give his association to only that jiva? Why not all the jivas? Actually, it will not happen also. We are going to see that also. Just it is because Lord is aham bhakta paradina. Lord is completely under the control of sadhu, bhakta. Here sadhu means bhakta. We are taking. Okay. Gnani sadhu's discussion is not much is said here. So Jiva Goswami from the day one, from the beginning of this book, he is interested in only bhakti sadhus. So that's why here sadhu means you should take bhakta. So that's why aham bhakta paradina. Bhakta paradina. That means these karmis are getting association of the devotees. So that association, what is the cause for that association? The cause is swairata, the independence of this sadhu only. There is no interference. Even Lord also is not inspiring them. Because Lord is also under their control. This, then after that, we have to see in the next 182. Tasyekadatu bhavanam agira bhavavan rushi. तत्र चित्रकेतोः अत्रापि तदैव तस्य साम्मुख्यं जातं कालांतरे तु प्रादुर्भूतमिति मंतव्यम्. अतएव even in the case of Chitraketu and all other cases, so Angirasa. So this is a sadhu he gave. Next, Satam Krupacha Duravastha Darshana. And these sadhus, why they give their association? Through their association, Krupa is also flowing. Why they give? By seeing the Satam Krupacha Duravastha Darshana Matrodbhava Na Sopasanada Apeksha. Actually, the reason is, so the pity condition, miserable condition of the jivatma is the reason. But is it necessary that all the miserable condition jivas everywhere he will go and every jiva he will give? It's not necessary. Why he is giving only few miserable jivas and why not few other? It's his desire. He's independent. He's independent. Nobody can ask him. That sadhu is independent. So that's why satsangamasya parama samskara hetutvat tadaddam cha na purushasya samskara hetvantaram apeksham. So that's why satsanga, sadhu sanga will be giving the kripa actually, whoever is getting that association. Further, there is no other reasons. So after saying all these, Jiva Goswami says that Tadevam satsanga eva tat sammukhyam dwaram iti uktam techa santastat sammukha eva grhyante natu. Finally, if you come in 186, finally what he is saying? So by just studying the Vedas and so, those are all not going to turn you towards the Lord. No. Only reason is sadhu sanga. Only reason is sadhu sanga. So these sadhus can be jnanis and bhaktas. And now, where we are interested? We are interested in the pure devotion. Anna? We want pure devotion. This. So, that means you get pure devotion from pure devotees only. There are so many types of the bhaktas. Bhaktas also many types. Jiva Goswami, Jiva Goswami actually now describes based upon the type of sadhu you will be getting the KRPA actually. So knowing types of bhaktas is very important. Atra bhakta siddhaha trividaha prapta bhagavad parshada dehaha nibduta kashayaha murchita kashayascha. So now he will elaborate types of sadhus. That means bhaktas, how many types? What kind of sadhus association you get, that is matters actually. Sadhus KRPA, what kind of quality of KRPA that is. If there is Mr. Bhakti, you will be getting. If he is worshipping Lord Narasimha, and you will be getting that kind of attraction for the Narasimha actually. So like this, and if he is doing the prema, he is in the vatsalya rasa, that sadhu, you will be getting attraction for that. So now one should know types of sadhus that we are not going to discuss in this course. Then you will understand. Based upon their association, you will be getting the type of bhakti. Now we'll be jumping to our main topic. After understanding all these types of sadhus, 201 Anucheda number. There are so many types of Vaishnavas. Even according to the Shastra, there are different types of Vaishnavas are there. Different types of Bhaktas. Innumerable. Innumerable means not innumerable, but many. Sorry. Many types of Bhaktas are there. Now, okay, Anucheda number 202, not 201. Tadevam tesham bahubedeshu satsu tesham eva prabhavataratamyena krupataratamyena bhakti vasana vedataratamyena satsangat kala sraigra swarupa vishishtabhyam bhakti rudayate. Start. This is the main topic. What is that? Bhakti. Now sadhu is there. It's a devotee. Sadhu means you take devotee. Huh? We are not interested in gnani sadhus. This sadhu are bahu bedeshu satsu. These are many types of sadhus, which are premi bhaktas, which are some are having this very strong. That means quality and quantity of the devotion. Quantity is very high, but he is in the sakya rasa. And someone in the prema, that means madhurya rasa, but quantity is less. Or someone is in the aisvaryamaya madhurya, and someone is aisvaryamaya dasya. And also someone is in kanishta bhakta, someone is madhyama, someone is uttama. And someone is based upon the sadhana also. There are different types of Some are karma mishra bhaktas, some are karma jnana mishra bhaktas, some are so suddha bhaktas. Like this, many categories are there. So based upon the type of the sadhus, even there are different types of sadhus. Tesham prabhava taratamyena. The power of the sadhu. And power of the sadhu and kripa taratamyena. And mercy of the sadhu. That means all the devotees are not equal in their power. Devotional power is not equal. Someone's devotional power is very high. And also, even if he has power, he not necessary that he has to give the full mercy. No. He may give one little mercy. That means the amount of mercy he gives also varies. And also, the power of that sadhu also varies. And also, bhakti vasana taratamyena. What kind of bhakti he has? Sakya, rasa, dasya, vatsalya, aisvaryamaya, suddha, madhurya, or shanta. That means bhakti vasana. Kind of bhakti. That means sadhus are many types. That's why their bhakti vasana. That means what kind of bhakti they have. What kind of power they have, devotional power. What amount of mercy they are giving. Bhakti vasana taratamyena. So, based upon these three factors, based upon variation in these three factors, in the recipient, or in the receiver, the person who is receiving, what varies? Time. Speed actually. Saigriya, that means speed. Speed varies. Next, Kala, Saigriya, Sarupa, Vaishishtyabhyam. And also form. Form of Lord. Not form of Lord, form of the devotion. Varies. Bhakti varies. That means in the receiver, the type of bhakti and the speed of the arising of that bhakti varies based upon the giver, the sadhu's type of bhakti, sadhu's power, and the amount of mercy he gives. Okay. This is the reason. Some people, the receiver immediately become devotee. If the giver, sadhu, is very powerful and he gives so much mercy, then speed of the arising of bhakti varies. And type of bhakti also varies based upon the type of bhakti this sadhu is having. If you sow seed of orange, you will be getting oranges only. Because this jivatma is vimukha. Is not having any knowledge about absolute truth. Based upon, and only the reason to get sammukhata, that means turning towards the Lord, is only possible because of sadhu sanga. Only reason. There is no other reason. Only sadhu sanga. And that's why this sadhu's devotion is a big role. It plays a big role in the receiver getting the type of bhakti. That's why, what is that? Tadevam tesham bahu bedeshu sassu tesham eva prabhava taratamyena kripa taratamyena bhakti vasana beda taratamyena satsangat kala saivya sarupa vaisishyabhyam bhakti rudayate. The bhakti swarupa, the nature of the bhakti, you can say nature of the bhakti. Form of the bhakti or otherwise nature. Swarupa means nature you take. The nature of bhakti arising in the recipient and the speed depends upon the nature of the bhakti of the sadhu and the power of the sadhu and mercy of the sadhu. Amount of the taratama means amount of mercy of amount of mercy. तत्र यद्यपि अकिंचना भक्तिरभिधेया इति तत्कारणत्वेन मद्भक्त संग एव अभिधेयसति भक्तोऽपि स एव लक्षितव्यः. So now you understood. If you want to get madhurya rasa, ujjvala rasa, then and pure devotion, no mixing of aisvarya, no need of no interest of vatsalya and sakhya and dasya, then you should get that kind of sadhus association that already we got. We are coming in this parampara, Srila Jiva Goswami, Srila Rupa Goswami's parampara. These parampara's teachings are clearly explained. So now try to understand step by step. Vimukha jiva, how it goes to the ultimate. That we will see now. Of course, we are interested in only pure devotion with madhurya rasa. The quality, the nature of the bhakti is what? Madhurya rasa we want. We want to become manjaris. We want to help gopis who are the highest devotees of the Lord. This is the aspiration. We want to Rupa Anugas, Rupa Manjaris followers. So, pure devotion is our interest. Still, tattat pariksharthameva tattad anuvada kriyate. Tatra pratamam tavat tattat sanga jate sangat jatena tattad shraddha tattad parampara tata rucyadina jata bhagavat samukhyasya tattad anushangeneva tattad bhajaniye bhagavad avirbhava visheshe tad bhajana marga visheshe cha ruchiri jayate. The general phenomena is that pratamam, that means in the beginning. That beginning may be in this life or who knows in the past life. Or who knows in the before 10 lives before only. But pratamam. But what Shastra is saying? Beginningless jivas are vimukha. But at this somewhere, some point of time, there is a beginning for sadhu sanga. So that's why tatra pratamam, that means in the beginning of sadhu sanga, tavat tattat sanga jati. Initial beginning. Beginning of sadhu sanga. जिस तत्त संग तत्त श्रद्धा तत्त श्रद्धा तत्त परंपरा the beginning this sadhu sanga, there are varieties of the sadhus, varieties of devotees, and these varieties of devotees, what varies in them? to bring varietiness? Their Shraddha. Their Shraddha on Lord. General, I am saying, not necessary that everybody is having the faith. That means Dhruv Shraddha. Some people, they might be having some Shraddha, so that they can do practice of Sakshat Bhakti only for 5 hours. You cannot call them as a pure devotee. Because he is not able to keep himself as servant of the Lord all the time in that consciousness. He is coming to stage of I am so-called Vaishya, Brahmana, this and that, and doing work. And he is offering that to the Lord. Then he is not a pure devotee. In his heart, the devotion is not uncovered by karma and others. It is still covered by the karma. He has space for other things than the Krishna in his heart. So that means those who doesn't have strong faith, those who doesn't have strong faith also possible, na? Devotees. That means Shraddha varies. And what varies? Of course, we said already power and also amount of krupa and also parampara. That means type of nature of bhakti varies. That means he made people on the different parampara. So, this sadhu, of course, the previous factors also you can consider this. This is obvious. In that parampara, how much powerful devotee and what kind of, whatever amount of mercy is going to give. That is obvious you should take. But here majorly, we are interested in किस परंपरा का भक्त आप बनेंगे. You will become whose parampara's devotee. That depends upon beginning, the sadhu whoever is coming in your life and his parampara, and also so the Shraddha whatever he has. Shraddha. Tattat Shraddha, Tattat Parampara, Katha Rucyadina. Parampara, and in this parampara what kind of katha goes? Ram Katha, Nrsimha Katha, Krishna Katha, what Katha? So, that sadhu is interested in worshipping, or he is interested in sravanam, or in the kirtanam, or what? What kind of RUCI he has? Jata Bhagavat Sammukhyasa. So that means based upon that sadhu's type of Shraddha and also type of which parampara he belongs and what kind of katha ruchi he has. Sri Vaishnava parampara, then they will be explaining about Vishnu and others. Some are explaining about Balakrishna, little Krishna. Some are explaining about the Krishna in Vrindavan. Some may explain the Krishna in Dwaraka. That katha. He will tell about that. So this jivatma doesn't have anything. Vimukha jiva. So from that sadhu, he is hearing now pratamam. That's why I said beginning. In the beginning. So then he will be getting this jivatma, vimukha jivatma, by that association. It will turn towards that. Tad bhajana marga visheshe ruchir jayat. Bhagavad sammukhyasa tad anushangena tad bhajaniye Bhagavad avirbhav visheshe tad bhajana marga visheshe cha ruchir jayat. So based upon that beginning sadhu's association, this vimukha jivas, now it is becoming sammukha. So that jiva will be getting the taste This is a little taste, not the taste means ruchi. No, don't take that ruchi stage. Huh? Little taste. This getting a little taste on that specific form of the Lord, as per that sadhu, which form he is worshipping. So that specific form, and also the type of the devotion he does. He is a bhajana, that means he is doing sravanam more or kirtanam or other worship, smaranam or otherwise arcanam. Which bhajan vishesh? Bhajana marga. Which bhajana marga he is selecting? Bhajana marga. There are varieties of bhajana is there. And parikrama. Some people they do all the time 24 hours parikrama. Maybe little time they sleep. So few hours. But they do madhurya and keep on 24 hours doing parikrama. Dandavat parikrama. That is also one kind of bhajana vishesha, bhajana marga. There is special one kind of bhajana marga. Like this. So that initial sadhus, whatever the bhajana marga he follows, based upon that, this person is getting. So RUCI in specific form and also specific type of practice of devotion, specific practice. Taste in specific form of Lord and also specific type of devotion. Bhajana marga vishesha. Ruchi jai. Tatasya, then after that means when he get initial sadhu sanga, he get little ruchi in specific form and also, yes. But so then after that what happens? Tatascha vishesha bubutsayam satyam te shvekataha anekataha va sri gurutvena asrita sravanam kriyate. Initial some taste he got. That also depends the taste, how much he get. And the speed and the amount of taste depends upon the power of the devotee and the amount of mercy he gives, which is completely in his hands only. Amount. That's another thing. Now that we don't want to discuss that. But the type of the form he started liking and the type of the practice he is liking, that depends upon the initial sadhu. And he's getting the initial taste, then after that he will be going further. Vishesha bubutsaya. He wants to know even more details about this form of the law. I want to hear more because of this taste. Then what he will make? So he will make one or two as what? Shravana Guru. Gurutvena asritat. Because of this candidate. These candidates, because of candidates, a special desire to know. Out of the taste, what? He will be getting this special. Special desire to know about the Lord and also about the practice, whatever he understood initially. Because of this special desire, what he will do? He will make one or two. That means there will be definitely this sadhu, through this sadhu, he will be getting so many sadhus. And among those sadhus, he will make one or two as his guru. For what? To hear more. To hear more. Gurutvena asritat sravanam kriyate. That means Sravana gurus can be many. One or two. Not two actually, one or many actually. Anekatah means one or many. So you can see what else you Goswami explained 500 years back. That only happens now also. We are not so new thing invented actually. No acharya is inventing new thing, which naturally happens. Whatever Shastra is saying, that is only said by the acharyas and that only happens. We get initial sadhus association, then after that we get the taste, then one can get the vishesha, that means special desire. Special, that means desire to know about that form and the type of bhajan. Then he will make one or many as his gurus. Then he will be doing what? Hearing about him. How is he? Tacha upakramopasamhara upakramopasamharadibir ardhavadaranam upakramopasamharabhir ardhavadaranam. What it mean? Upakrama upasamhara phalam ardhapatti अभ्यास अपूर्वता फलम अर्थवाद और उपपत्ति. उपक्रम उपसंहार अभ्यास अपूर्वता फल अर्थवाद and उपपत्ति. What it mean? From that Sravana Guru, he is hearing. So that form, that means that form of the Lord is the conclusion of all the scriptures. Upakrama upasamhara. That means upakrama upasamhara means what did you know? If there is a letter is there, if there is some essay is there, someone wrote essay. In the beginning, so he will be writing what he wants to describe in this essay. And also in the ending, so he will be writing the whatever he wrote in this whole essay that he will be concluding in the ending. Upakrama and upasamhara all the time matching. Beginning and ending. Upakrama means beginning, upasamhara means ending. All the time they match. So they are nothing but the what? Conclusion of the total body of that essay. So similarly, if you want to know the conclusion of this essay, you can see whatever is majorly repeated, that can be the conclusion. That is known as abhyas. And also, you can see in that essay what is described like a highest result. Based upon that also, you can conclude what is the conclusion of that essay. And also, upapatti. So, what is the best mean to get the highest pleasure? Like that also, you can find the conclusion. That means, upakrama, upasamhar, abhyas, apurvata, fal, arthavad, upapatti, these are all indicators to know the conclusion of scriptures. There are 6 indicators to know conclusion of scriptures. Upakrama, upasamhar, abhyas, apurvata fal, next arthapatti, arthavasana, arthavad, upapatti. These are the what? 6 indicators to know conclusion. Hey, why you are using vatsalya? Why you are using screen? M. So here these are the 6 indicators. I don't know. Achha, how to stop this screen control actually? Someone unnecessarily they are engaging themselves in this using this screen. The settings with our person. It's not mine actually. Don't don't put your pen or anything on the screen. Okay? Don't waste our time. चुपचाप बैठ के सुनो. So how he hears from that guru, Shravana Guru? He hears Bhakti Shastras from that Shravana Guru to know the conclusion through these techniques. Like Bhagavatam. You can read Bhagavatam and understand what is the conclusion of the Bhagavatam through using these techniques. So, first of all, you should know Bhagavatam is the highest scripture, highest pramana, highest evidence to tell about the truth. And then, what is the conclusion of the Bhagavatam? You can approach Shravana Guru, and through these techniques, you will understand the conclusion of the Bhagavatam. Using upakrama, upasamhara, abhyasa, apurvata phalam, ardhavad, and upapatti. Then you will understand what is the conclusion. Like that, every sampradaya person, they will be having their own scriptures, bhakti scriptures, and they will be making them to hear. So, to conclude, to make them understand the conclusion of that. So, how to find the conclusion? These are the techniques. These techniques are useful to find the conclusion. So, the candidate will be hearing Bhakti Shastras of that Sampradaya, that Parampara, from that Sadhu. So, and using these techniques, you will be finding the conclusion. Like Sri Vaishnavas, they will conclude in the Narayana. And if you read our Bhakti Sandarbha, Sri Krishna Sandarbha, you will see Krishna is the conclusion form. Clearly he establishes. Bhagavatam, so he is clearly mentioning that Krishna is the supreme, he is the Amshi, he is the cause of everything. You may have so many doubts here. Both are authentic sampradayas. Why they are, we say authentic, but why they don't have one conclusion? That will be discussed now only. Now means Jiva Goswami himself writes that. What are you saying? Upakrama upasamhara. Upakramopasamharadibir ardhavadharanam. This candidate will be finally understanding the conclusion of Bhakti Shastras using these techniques of that sampradaya. Then after that, Punascha, after hearing is not sufficient. He might be having the doubts. That's why we should keep on hearing the Bhagavatam. Our hearing should be keep on going. After hearing, what will be happening? We will be having the definitely doubts. What kind of asambhavana, punascha, asambhavana, viparita bhavana, visheshavata, swayam dvi tad vichara rupam mananam api kriyate. After Shravanam, those who has doubts, because jivatma from the beginningless, it is having the association of so many asadhus. So many asadhus association it is having, and so much anartha it has developed, and so many kinds of doubts because of association of asadhus. That is also possible, na? So, then these doubts are there. To clarify that, he will be doing the mananam of the whatever things he heard. Acha, ye aisa hai. So like this in the Bhakti Sandarbha, in the Krishna Sandarbha. So Krishnastu Bhagavan Swayam. Krishna is concluded as Bhagavan. But before also it is said Krishna is also one of the avatara. After hearing this Sravanam, you'll get doubt. Here it is said Krishna is Bhagavan and he is the source of everything. But also we are seeing his name is mentioned as one of the avatara. What is this? And also you'll be seeing, okay, you'll be getting solution. Oh, because Krishna is descending like avatara, so that's why it is mentioned as also avatara, but Krishna is supreme. But in the Bhagavatam further place you see Vishnu's Amsha is Krishna. Then you will understand how it is. So here I am understanding Krishna is the cause of everything. But in another place of Bhagavatam, we are seeing Krishna is Amsha of the Vishnu. Many places we are seeing. What is this? Then he will be doing the Mananam too. And then also after that, he will be clarifying his doubts. He will be clarifying his doubts. Like this, it will go on. We will see tomorrow. So, Shravana Guru. Yes. Questions? Ramadru. We can unmute. I'll do once again. Huh? Yes.
Yeah.
Now you do.
Yeah, Prabhuji, while explaining about eligibility of pure devotional service, if somebody is a Vaishya, he identifies himself as a Vaishya, and that's why it is karmarpanam. So as long as he's doing karmarpanam and acting as a Vaishya and he's hearing from the sadhus, as long as he comes to the identity that he is spirit soul, till then his pure devotional service will not begin, right? That means he has to be on the transcendental platform.
Sarvopad Vinirmuktam is the beginning.
Yes.
That means that's what Prabhupada says. Pure devotion begins with the liberated state. Sometimes he says. Liberated means it's not that the Brahman realization. One should be in the conscious of I am servant of the Lord. If this is missing for this some time, if he is not trying to endeavor to be in this consciousness state, and peacefully he is in the bodily platform, Vaishya and doing activity and offering, then that is simply karma.
Prabhuji, just like for Nishkam Karma Yoga, One takes up Nishkam Karma Yoga, and as long as he doesn't come to the Sthita Pragya state, then he is not qualified to take up to the Gyan Marg. The entry door for
No,
the
no,
Gyan
no.
Marg will be in Sthita Pragya stage.
Antakarana Siddhi. Antakarana
Anta-
Siddhi means he doesn't have, he nullified his desire for the result of karma. So, nirvinnana. Nirvinnata means iha aihika paralaukika vishaya pratishta. So, that means the objects in this material, in this earth planet or the higher planets, are the position in this earth planet or higher position, higher planets. He doesn't any so desire for these things. And also he doesn't have any desire to practice the means to get this. In practice also he has no desire. Then he can leave karma.
Okay.
Krishna explains in the first 6 chapters. So, but he says that, like in the fifth chapter, he says, you thoroughly detached from all these things till that time you don't leave karma. If you
Oh,
leave and if you get once again desire, then it's very nasty. You'll
correct.
become vantashi.
Yes. So similarly, there is a stage, pure Shraddha is the entry there for Shiv Bhakti, but there is a stage of Nishtha where actually one is self-realized. So is it that at the stage of self-realization, then his bhakti is practice of bhakti is Shuddha Bhakti?
No, 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 we don't say like that.
Hmm.
So self-realization, this terminology is not at all brought up. Only even if you have one have the some anarthas, like desire for the some meaningful happiness, shastra para happiness, not the sinful. Sinful means didn't understand shastra also, and he doesn't have faith on shastra. Simply, so because Vaishnava Bhakti scriptures never encourage sinful activities, but someone still have so some kind of, that means because of his purva karma, good karma, he is getting some good results, but he is having some kind of attachment for that. But he knows Anyabhilasha Sunim I should maintain. But because of the so samskaras, he feels I should not enjoy this. So then at the time, Dainyatmika Bhakti will be there. Oh, chi chi chi, why I'm doing this? So that means Dukko Darkanscha, Garhayan. So that state is allowed. That means even the person who has some desire for his good karma's result, but desire means not stable desire. So know that it is not right and not able to control, and but feeling bad. So pure devotee means, that means who got full shraddha means you will feel definitely. Full shraddha means what? Surrendering to the Lord fully. That means not accept anything, any sense gratification for his own sake. Anyabhilasha Sunyam is obvious when one surrender fully to the Lord. So Anyabhilasha Sunyam is maintained. But now it is getting some desire out of the samskaras, but he will be purified. He will be also considered as pure devotee only. It's not that the liberated. Liberated means he should be completely out from the Allah. That means this kind of things. Like Sthita Prajna state is not needed actually in the case of devotees to enter into the pure devotion. Only they should have pure, that means strong faith. That's the inside the stomach of strong faith. If you open to understand that more details, we should study the consciousness of pure devotees which are explained in the Bhagavatam. Like Kunti Maharani, like the Bhishma Dev, like Prahlad Maharaj, how he is confident on the Lord, all these things. So it's not that liberated means, so he has understood the Bhakti Shastras from Shravana Guru and understood that Jiver Surupir Her Krishna Nitidas. That means I am servant of the Lord. He understood that and he is believing that and he wants to continue this fully. But even samskaras anarthas, we saw anarthas, but that is sukrutot anartha. This anartha is pushing him to enjoy, but still he is stopping because he has faith on the Lord and he surrendered. Such a person is also considered as pure devotees. Okay, Prabhu. Prahanta.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji, Pranam. Prabhuji, I had a question, Prabhuji. So, Maya, you said that Maya is darkness, and when we are being in darkness, it's not that the darkness is disturbing us. We are being disturbed by our own only, and we are fearing unnecessarily. So, like that, you made us understand that Maya doesn't give us any problems, or Maya doesn't put us into avidya. So, why, when some sensation comes or some desire comes, is always vardhan, means always it's increasing and increasing. If it's darkness only, it should be stable, it should not increase. So, who does that? And if Maya does that, then how can we understand?
First of all, try to understand what is the swarupa of the jivatma. Also, you should try to understand what is the actions of prakriti, maya. So you are asking that some desires are there, desires are increasing. Desires are increasing of what? Desires belongs to whom? Desires belongs to whom?
Jiva?
Desires belongs to desires. What is the origin of the desire? You know, Prahant.
Origin of
Desire stays where? Desires where they
heart?
stay.
Heart?
Heart means what? So you should know simple over. Quickly I will do explain. This is jivatma, which is pure, which is satchit anandamaya, which is covered by the avidya. That means darkness covering the eyes, like that. So jivatma, that's why it is not able to know who is he. Even he is having the capacity to know. Then it is having the layers. That means false ego, chitta, intelligence, mind. And jivatma is having the beginningless karma, anadi karma, and which is installed in the chitta. And as per the chitta karma, so it is getting the desires in mind. Desires, where they are coming? You should understand the things analytically. If you don't know, if you don't have analytical power, analytically, if you don't understand the role of this thing, that means desires, whose role, then you cannot understand the what is pure sarupa of the jivatma. So that's why I'm asking, don't mix up the things. Desires belongs to the mind actually. That means sankalpa vikalpa is the action of the mind. And what is the action of the intelligence? Nirnayatmaka buddhi. That means the decision is buddhi. Chitta is what? Chitta is general awareness. Is cause for general awareness. What is the role of false ego? It is doing what? It is giving the false identification to the bewildered jivatma. That means jivatma which is covered with the avidya. But what is jivatma? That means jivatma is pure, and this pure jivatma is contaminated. Jivatma never be contaminated by anything. Like darkness is destroying the eyes. Darkness is stealing away anything from the eyes. No. So darkness are spoiling the eyes. No. Similarly, avidya is spoiling jivatma. Avidya is taking away anything from jivatma. No. It's only cover. So now desires, based upon the previous karma and further karma is done, and desires are changing. And this jivatma falsely claiming. So these things are his own. And pain also comes where? Sukham dukkam. In the Tarpa Sangha also you can see. Sukham dukkam are the properties of the mind actually. Manas. Icha, raga, dvesha, all. Sukham dukkam, these are the properties of mind. Same philosophy will be there for our also. You can see 3rd canto 26th chapter. So our Sankhya is also explained. Bhagavad Sankhya. So Sukham Dukkham, pleasure and pain are the properties of mind. And now since this Jivatma is identifying himself as mind, then it is considering I am sorrow, I am happy, like that. But actually, like you see, good example Vishwanath gives. Like one person, one thief is there. So this thief did the stealing, and one police came and caught him, and he is giving punishment, beating. And now third person is considering himself as thief, and he did thief stealing activity, and the pain whatever is coming to thief is coming to him, and crying. Crying means, so he is feeling like that. So this
Yes.
pain is mine. So what do you say to him? You say, hey, why you are doing this? Similarly, this pure jivatma. This is pure jivatma. Because being covered by the avidya, so this is body, subtle and gross body. And this is from the providence, from the prakriti, so from the result of his karma, as a result of his karma, his deeds, his result of his deeds are giving pain to this body. But this pure jivatma, which is covered by the avidya thinking, himself is now unhappy, or otherwise sorrow, or in the happy, like that. Okay.
Prabhuji. One more question I had, Prabhuji, that you said that in our Gaudiya Vaishnava Parampara, the main goal is to attain the madhurya rasa without any
Yes.
aisvarya bhava or pure devotional service. So in this question only two question more arises, means one question arises that is madhurya rasa only pure devotional service?
No, who said? Aisvarya also pure devotion only.
Okay.
Pure
So-
devotion, madhurya rasa is pure devotion, is not. That is not the understanding. That's not right.
Okay.
Pure devotion
So-
means anyabhilasha sunyam gnana karma janavruta anukulyena krishnanuselavam is pure devotion.
So, Prabhuji, we all know, I have heard in lectures that we all know that we have a specific role in the spiritual planet. So, if we all try to become in Madhurya Ras only, how can we get back into our spiritual role if we all become Madhurya Rasavadis?
You should understand, anadi vimukha jiva is getting what kind of rasa it is going to cultivate and get it. That depends upon the association. Okay. So if someone is associating other sadhus, they'll be going to the other planets. Vaikuntha. Different. You are seeing sadhu sanga. So from beginningless jivatma is vimukha. And only the solution, sammukhata, will come only by the sadhu sanga. And that sadhu sanga, so whatever the type of sadhu sanga it gets, based upon it is getting liking the form of the Lord. Is it clear enough for you? First, accept this point wholeheartedly.
Yes, Prajit, this I understood, but my question is like, if suppose I am a friend of Krishna, I was a friend of Krishna in Goloka.
Who said you are
I
a friend of Krishna?
I mean, suppose I am saying.
What is
So
suppose? Why there is suppose? You already said you are vimukha jiva.
Yes, Prabhuji.
Why you are not accepting that point? Beginningless jiva is vimukha. Who said you are the friend of Krishna? Where it is written?
It's not written.
Why you are speculating like that? Okay.
Yes, Prabhuji. Okay, Prabhuji. Thank you, Prabhuji.
Priyam, yes.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji. When you mentioned along with karmarpanam, if there is devotion, explicit devotion sometime and the remaining time karmarpanam, so that cannot be called as like pure devotion. So, but for women, women cannot always practice
Sorry.
explicit bhakti, no, Prabhu.
Okay, can you repeat? So
So I was
along
telling
with the
Prabhu.
karma. Yes.
Along with the karmarpanam and explicit devotion like shravanam, kirtanam, and reading and all that. So for women, it is always mixed, na Prabhu, because from the time they are they are growing up, they are always engaged in the service. Maybe on specific occasions they can engage explicitly, but they always have to serve the family members who are like, suppose a married woman needs to serve her husband. So, so how to understand that?
Yeah, that means they are seeing that as a family member, means he is in upadi. Okay. So in that case, he is not able to see himself as servant of the Lord.
Prabhu,
Jiva
but that
Swarupa
is
Krishna.
instruction for women, na Prabhu. They cannot engage. They cannot give up anything. Like they, I mean, they need to
Who said?
be. They need to get married.
Who said they cannot give up? Lord is saying, Sarvadharman Parityajya Mamekam Sharanam Vraj.
I
Lord
heard
is not
Prabhu
saying
like
that
initially,
initially,
no.
initially,
No,
please hear.
Prabhu. So, marriage concept, at least for men, there is an option to take sannyasa or get married. But for women, it is always they must be married because they have to be in the protection. So, and also the way they attain the supreme. I mean, Krishna can is also dependent on how they can serve their husband, and
Yeah.
like that. So they
You are true
cannot stay
actually.
independent.
Whatever you are saying true. Try to understand what is philosophy and where we are. So now if you hear that, if you study in IIT, you will be getting the job. And but you are in the first class or the fifth class. And after hearing this, if I study in IIT, if I go every day IIT college, and I can get job, a good job. So after hearing this, immediately will you go and sit there in IIT college? You heard from your friends. Can you do that? No, no. So similarly, now you are understanding we are the part and parcel of the Lord, and our constitutional position is serving the Lord. So this is the like you are hearing about the glories of the IIT, studying in IIT. So similarly, you are hearing the glories of pure bhakti. One should do pure bhakti. It is going to give the highest fruit, Krishna Prema. That doesn't mean that the now tomorrow onwards, yes, without eligibility, if you try to do 1 or 2 days, you'll do, then you'll be out. So that's why to reach that state, that means pure devotional state. Now from you are where you are and how to travel there. Definitely in one certain point of time, every person, every devotee should come out from the bodily consciousness and identify all the time as servant of the Lord and serve Him. But everyone is able to do that. Do they have such a faith on the Lord? No. So then what is the problem? They have viparita bhavanas and asambhavanas. These viparita and asambhavanas are there. Because of that, so they has to hear to nullify that, to develop the strong faith on the Lord, full faith on the Lord. Lord can protect me at any situation. Such a faith one should develop. That he will develop when he hear from the pure devotees about the glories of the Lord. Then, because of their pure devotional mercy of that pure devotee, you will be getting the faith. You may not experience how Lord is going to protect, but because of the mercy of the pure devotee, from his mouth you are hearing, so then it is going to create a faith in you actually. So as much as faith increases, then you will be getting detached. So now, so even he is in the family life. So he will be just doing his duties only sake of doing duties. At that time also he is not forgetting Krishna and remembering Krishna. He will do. He'll keep on doing that.
Yes,
And he'll
Prabhu. So
chanting
that
Krishna.
means it's more like karmarpanam only. I mean, just with that we will be maintaining our emotion, like devotion. I mean, uh, right, Prabhu?
No, here the point is gradually. That means at certain point of time, one should leave everything. Everything means sarvadharman parityaja. All the bodily designations he should leave mentally. And physically, even if he does only for the sake of others, he will never fear that oh, if I don't do my dharma, I will get sin. And if I do dharma, I will get the piety. That will not make any sense for him, because he has faith on the devotion. So out of the fear, out of the respect, he is not going to do any kind of this bodily activities. He is to set an example to the society, he will be doing. But what is his consciousness? So all the time serving the Krishna. So that he will be continuing by hearing and by chanting and all these things. Like, Bharata Maharaj, he is chanting all the time the names, even he is ruling the kingdom. You can see in the Bhakti Sandarbha, he explains the Jiva Goswami. So now what you have to understand, what is philosophy and where I am now and what I should do now. Don't mix up everything.
Yes,
So
Prabhu. So it's
philosophy
more
is,
about
initially is karmarpanam one should do, and finally one should, at one stage he should reach the complete surrender state, and from there the pure devotion begins. Before that, you have bodily attachment, and oh, my father, if he is not there, I cannot live, and without bank balance money, I cannot live, without my relatives, I cannot live. That means Shraddha where you have, as a protector whom you are believing. That means you have, as a protector, you have these things. That means your parents or your these, but this is they are the real protectors. But you have now this only. So now with that consciousness, you are serving them and you are offering your duties to them. And also sometimes you are doing the devotion. Will it called as pure devotion? It's not called as pure devotion.
got it,
You
Prabhu.
understand?
Thank you. Yes, Prabhu. So it's more about mental renunciation from our physical duties.
It's not mental renunciation. It's a total surrendering of the Lord. Take another
Prabhu.
side actually. Take this side actually. Mental renunciation is not pure devotion. Submitting body, mind, everything to the Lord is pure devotion.
Yes, Prabhu. Got it. One more small doubt. So, you mentioned ki madhurya rasa, bhakti practiced in madhurya rasa is the ultimate one. But then, even when we get an association of a sadhu who is who can relate more with the madhurya rasa, but when we are starting, it will be always with the dasya rasa, na, Prabhu, like. We cannot just simply go there. So, because we will be with the servitude
Your
feeling.
question belongs to the bhajana actually. In the bhajana kriya, so as aspirant of madhurya rasa, so where he should begin and what kind of bhajan he should start, that later actually bhajan shiksha guru will guide that actually. So that initially they will be, yes, madhurya rasa is inclusive of dasya rasa, sakhya rasa, also vatsalya rasa.
Okay.
So we'll be practicing from there, and bhajan is, so it's a Siksha Guru, Bhajan Siksha Guru. Individually, he will be helping, guiding each candidate.
Okay, Prabhu. Thank you so much.
Arcanam.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji. Prabhuji, I was just trying to understand the steps, the phenomena. So first, the vimukha jiva comes in contact, or he gets the association of a sadhu, paramaswatantra sadhu, and then he develops, this is the very first time when he gets the initial association, he develops a ruci for a specific form of the Lord and for the specific practice of bhajan. After this, he gets vishesha bhubutsa. He wants to know further about that form and that practice of bhajan. Then he selects one or many sadhus to hear from about this particular form and that type of bhajan. And he gets all his questions, doubts clarified. He will be hearing from the Shastras.
If he has questions, then he will be doing the mananam. Sravanam, that means mananam he will do. That means whatever he heard, and he tries to use that thing to nullify his asambhavanas and viparita bhavanas. Yeah.
My question is, before so that Vishesha Bubutsa has to come, that's when the role of Shravana Guru begins? Because before that also,
Yes.
he came in touch with
Yes.
Sadhu and he's hearing from so many Sadhus. So what is their role in his progress?
The initial Sadhus, he heard, but Vishesha Bubutsa means specifically. So he understood, that means a specific desire he got to know about the form of the Lord. So because he has ruci, initial ruci he has now. When he associated sadhus, he got initial ruci, and he will make that sadhu only his guru also. When he will make him as a guru, when he wants to know more. Otherwise, he will leave it and aap apna kaam karo, hum apna kaam. Bas apna. So that may also can happen. When it will happen, when that sadhu's krupa is less, it's not powerful, or otherwise he gave only very little krupa, or otherwise this devotee, this candidate might be having very, very specific offenses and previously he might have done towards the sadhus. So that can be the anaddas, he might be having strong anaddas. Various factors will be there. So he may leave, but that is not the main point here. So Vishesha Bubutsa, when he get, then he will make that sadhu as guru. One or many. Gurus can be one or many. Then he keep on hearing. He will keep on hearing them. Okay? Upakrama, Upasamhara, and with all. Yeah.
That before he gets that Vishesha Bubutsa, that means they are not playing the role of a guru, right, Prabhuji? Before that Shravana Guru.
If you don't get Vishesh Bubutsa, then why you will make them guru? Vishesh Bubutsa, if you don't want to know more specifically, then you will not make them guru.
That also depends on the mercy. Getting this Vishesha Bubutsa also depends on the mercy.
The taste. Yes. Mercy are their obstacles, their anarthas.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, thank you, Prabhu.
Yadu Gopeshwar Prabhu.
Hare Krishna, Lord. Thank you so much, Pri, once again for this very, very elaborate explanations. Very wonderful, Pri. Thank you. Pri, my question is that this is a kind of a spiritual career graph of a jiva who, since beginningless, is in avidya. So, how will how to understand this in context of the institution ISKCON? Will this also be covered in the sessions that are coming up? I mean, Tattva we are kind of understanding by your mercy, but how to correlate with ISKCON?
Yeah. So we have to definitely we follow our current acharya in preaching. Preaching means Prabhupada says somehow or other bring them to the Krishna consciousness, make them to follow the process, make them to take up the. So when Vishesh Bubutsa happens, then we explain what is the thing actually. So Prabhupada's purports are reflecting all the facts. Prabhupada also says there is no need to ask any questions on this. So Prabhupada also says any jiva never falls from the Vaikuntha. He writes in his purports also. In the third canto, if you read in the 15th chapter ending portion, 16th chapter ending portions, ending purports, Prabhupada writes. So that if the institutional wise, if you see, we should follow Prabhupada as it is. And we should speak the way he spoke to the new people and the way he brought the people to the bhakti process, we should follow as it is. And then
thank you.
after that,
that is in terms of preaching per se, expanding the movement, but in terms of the sadhak per se, the role of Srila Prabhupada is preeminent Shiksha Guru, then Diksha Guru, then other Shravan Gurus in ISKCON. So how, I mean, for one's own personal growth,
Yeah.
How
yeah.
to understand
So
that?
now, yeah, I will come to the next. This is a process phenomena explaining. Now, Shravana Gurus I will explain. So then after that, Bhajan Shiksha Guru. After explaining these two, then I will come to the in the institutional sake. So who will be our Shravana Guru and how to see Srila Prabhupada, that I will explain.
Okay, who's
coming
who
class.
in ISKCON? Who's who in ISKCON? So that will be covered in after 2-3 sessions. That's what you're saying.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Thank you. Thank you. Done.
Yadupati.
Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna. Thank you so much for wonderful class, Prabhuji. Prabhuji, so when like we are talking about this sadhu is going and meeting the practitioner. So like generally we study in CC like Brahmanda Brahmate Kauna Bhagavan Jiva Guru Krishna Prasada Pai. Means the mercy of Krishna is also somewhere here, right, Prabhu? Like that's there. So how to understand this with the Jiva Goswami's comment?
Yeah. So Lord's mercy flows behind the Sadhu's mercy, devotee's mercy. When this devotee wants to give mercy to jiva, vimukha jiva, behind that mercy, Lord's mercy also flows. Like example, when Brahmaji gave mercy to Kumaras by explaining the Vaikuntha, so immediately Lord's mercy also flowed behind that, and Lord gave so relishment, taste, or relishing his form. That's why, because of Lord's mercy, Kumaras, when they went to Vaikuntha and saw Lord Vishnu, they started feeling ecstasy. They were relishing the form. This is because of Lord's mercy, which is flowing because of the already. So they got mercy of Brahmaji. Like that. Okay, next to Nalini Mother.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji, Dandavat Pranam. Prabhuji, I had this question. There are some people who may not still know without the association of devotees. They may not could have not still come to the association of devotees, but they are doing something and they don't know whether they are doing it right or not. In that case, also, if they try to offer to Krishna, will there be some kind of benefit? Will there be some mercy so that he get association of a devotee?
Your question is wrong. Don't mix up the things.
Okay.
Don't get confused by yourself. So here the point is, jivatma is vimukha. And in the beginning, if we get the very much beginning, if we get the association of a devotee, so based upon the power of the devotee, and amount of the mercy, and the type of the nature of the devotion he has, so that the speed of the manifesting bhakti in the receiver, so happens. Depends actually. Speed depends. So that means you should say like this. You should restructure your question. How you should restructure? So maybe some devotee got, some person got some little association in the some life. And that's why he started bhakti, but now it is not so speedy. And he is doing some amount of the, some kind of the karma. Then what will happen? So until unless if he doesn't get the another powerful sadhu, he'll be like that. Okay?
Yes, Prabhuji. Yes. Prabhuji, another question. So Krishna says he is Dinabandhu, friend of suffering one.
Krishna says samasarveshu bhuteshu.
Yes, so someone is not in bhakti, but Krishna says he is a friend of those suffering people. Then how should we understand?
Krishna says that samasarveshu bhuteshu. I am equal to everyone. Krishna says that I am very much loving my devotee. Your statement is, you are, you are once again projecting Krishna's nature different. Krishna is Dena Vatsala. Dena Vatsala means whoever like Gajendra. Dina, Artha. Artho, Artharthi, Gnani, Jignasu. Jignasu Gnani. So, if you approach out of that means Dinata, that means expressing yourself as nothing, then he is Vatsala. He will love. But you are in the pity condition, but you are not approaching him, then he will not. Samasarvesh Bhutesh.
Okay. So at that suffering state, anyway, everybody will be looking for mercy. So that is the state they are in.
Not necessary.
Okay.
If until unless if they don't get the mercy of Sadhu, and they should know Krishna is a one entity is there and I should surrender to relieve this. Such a association, if they get such a information, if they get, then only they will surrender. Otherwise, this vimukha jivatma is just claiming the pain and pleasure of the mind as his own. Like that, it will keep on going. He will never disturb. Krishna is samaha among towards them. Gajendra was fighting for the how many years? 1000 years.
Okay, Prabhuji.
He didn't do anything. When Gajendra started praying, then he came. Why he didn't come the first day only?
Okay.
Until unless if you don't approach him, he will never interfere.
Okay, Prabhuji.
Then
I
how
understood.
to approach who? How he will any jiva, vimukha jiva approach? By the way, in certain life, definitely that jiva should have association of devotee. Sadhu sanga.
That means only through the mercy of Sadhu, even if the person is not ready to surrender, but the Sadhu may have some mercy which may help the soul in some other time.
It's which only help, not may. Wording is wrong.
Okay, Prabhuji. Okay, Prabhuji,
Which
we said
only
that
help. That is only the one which can turn this jivatma from that means towards the Lord. From the vimukha to sammukha. Only that.
Okay, Prabhuji. Prabhuji, also last question. So, like we are surrendering to Krishna, like we surrendering only to Krishna. So, but in terms of Guru to make us better, should we? Is it okay that we should consider only one Guru, or it's okay we can have multiple Gurus?
Abhi to Guru starting. We just started Guru. Today only Guru came in our life. Let us see all the Gurus, then we'll surrender.
Okay. Thank you very much, Prabhuji. Hare Krishna.
Anarpita.
About the roadmap of the devotion. Thank you so much.
Hare Krishna.
My question is, you tell about the 6 indicator of the scripture's conclusion.
Yeah. To finalize conclusion or to know conclusion, we need to follow this. You can use these 6 techniques. Upakrama, Upasamhara, Apurvata Phala.
What are these?
These things, if you want to know more, these are explained in the Tattva Sandarbha. My classes also, I also explained. There is more than 54 lectures are there in Tattva Sandarbha. In the ending lectures will be there. So the 6 techniques to find the conclusion of any book or any essay. Srimad Bhagavatam conclusion is only Bhakti is explained in the Bhakti Sandarbha also. Using these 6 techniques, Jiva Goswami applied these 6 techniques on Bhagavatam and established the conclusion of Bhagavatam is, the recommendation of Bhagavatam is practicing Bhakti. In Bhakti Sandarbha it comes, which is very useful.
Actually, my second question is this.
Prabhu, your voice is very low.
Oh, I just bring a speaker with me. Okay. Now I say, Puji.
Yeah, it's better. It's better. No problem.
Puji, my second question is this. If jiva comes in association of the devotee and practicing like the hearing and all, even is in the situation of the like anartha, even in the process of the anartha nivritti, then not in the situation of the total karma arpanam and further to the surrendering process. So how he can quickly get at the level of the surrender? So what kind of
Drashraddha.
practice he must have?
Yeah. Drashraddha, to how quickly one can come to Drashraddha, he should associate more and more powerful devotees, get the more mercy of them. The quickness of the arising of bhakti depends upon what? Three things I said.
Actually,
The nature of this.
I heard from the one our Bhakti Vaibhav teacher. He told the first doing his sadhana nicely, and second he told like in the situation of the difficulty he should uh, become strengthened in the practice. These two things he told. So he should not be deviated. These two things he told. So can you explain about this?
Oh yeah. So if you do nice sadhana, it is attracting the more mercy of the sadhus. Okay. So mercy will increase. Like Narada Muni, he got initial association by the completely independence of that Bhakti Vedantis. Out of their own free will, they gave mercy to Narada Muni, that boy, small boy. But the small boy did very nicely. That means he was not playing and he was serving them very nicely. Then that boy got more mercy. So then more mercy will speed up the process. The rising of the bhakti depends upon the amount of the mercy. And also, one may give so much amount, but he is not a powerful devotee. Then also speed will be slow.
And some even I heard from the some sannyasi devotee also. We are not the kripa siddh, we are not the sadhana siddh, or we are not the nitya siddh, we are not the sadhana siddh. So we should attract the mercy of a devotee. We should become the kripa siddh. We should ask him the blessings and mercy of the devotees. So it is also good. It is also good.
That's not. Nowhere it is said that we should only dependent on Krupa. So Krupa arises bhakti and then you don't want to do bhakti. That
So,
means you want to sit idly. Then what you will do?
so I mean to say that this
Krupa, one get. Yeah, the meaning is like this actually. Their intention is they are asking to get the Krupa and they are asking to not to feel proud of your sadhana. That doesn't mean that you stop sadhana doing. And we are not going to, not to become a sadhana siddha. We are sadhana siddhas only. Their intention is like that. They want to say that sadhana you should do, but you should not forget getting the mercy of the devotees, which is really needed to speed up your process. In that sense, that's not that we are not sadhana siddhas. Actually, the definition should be clear. People keep some kind of vague definition in their heart and they speak some vague words, and opposite person have the another vague definition of that words, and he'll be speculating his own meaning. Like that, it is completely becoming the trash actually. So that's why let us stick to the one philosophy, all the society. Let us bring the society to the one understanding. This is our endeavor actually. Yes, now Rich Prabhu. We'll bring everyone to the one understanding and get the same explanation, same meaning from the Prabhupada purpose. So that's why let us understand the phenomena purely, and anywhere, any speaker, if he's speaking about Prabhupada lines, he should speak same. Then the people's confidence and the process will be speed up. We'll definitely try for that. Let us, why the people are speaking so many variegated things? Variegated things, let them speak, but it should not be mistaken things. Like even acharyas taking the same Bhagavata are explaining the various two acharyas on the same sloka are giving the different explanations. There is nothing wrong, but both are correct only. But here it should not happen. One is speaking another way, another is speaking is another. Principle should not be broken.
Ankuji, this the two things I shared with you, but I was assuming you also wanted to explain about the sadhus part here, so you can explain about this also. For the Tivrena Bhakti, for the Tivrena Bhakti, you wanted to say something about the devotee, so you can explain about that.
Even some devotees, even their association and the pure devotees, because of their offenses, their bhakti will be slackened, their shraddha will be slackened. Those are all further, those comes later. So now we are basic phenomena understand. Basic process after explaining, then what can be the special cases. Okay.
Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you.
Sanat Prabhu.
प्रभु हरे कृष्ण प्रभु। तो जैसे कि आपने बोला कि हम जैसे श्रवण गुरु से सुनते हैं तो हमें वैसी भक्ति प्राप्त होती है। तो जैसे अगर हम कमेंट्रीज अगर पढ़ेंगे तो विश्वनाथ चक्रवर्ती ठाकुर की, रूप गोस्वामी की, जीव गोस्वामी की, तो हमें भी उन्हीं के जैसा भाव प्राप्त होगा। इज इट राइट?
बुक्स पढ़ने से नहीं होता है। उसमें श्रद्धा, उसमें बिलीफ आएगा, जिसका बिलीफ है उससे सुनने से।
तो सुनने से तो बिलीव आएगा, हेरेंगे हेयरिंग करेंगे तो उससे ही बिलीव आएगा। आई थिंक सो।
Definitely. So here, yes, definitely we are serving them also. By hearing their books, we are serving them also. So Prabhupada's books also, hearing his books means it is a service to him. So we are accessing his mercy by faithfully studying his books. And here another factor is, so definitely to get understanding is not sufficient. Whatever you understood, you should believe that also. Next step is believing also. Whenever you believe, then you will follow that. The symptom of belief is surrender. Surrender. Action is surrender. The result of this belief is surrender. That should come. So that belief is depends upon the person whose association you are hearing. That is also factors. Here both are factors. Books. That's a Guru Sadhu Shastra. So book is also having the role. Shastra is also having the role. And that Shastra is more and more elaborately explained, means that Sadhu who is elaborating, he is investing his mercy there also. You understand? And you are accessing in the association of powerful devotees you study. There also then you will be getting strength actually from there. Okay? Any questions? Thank you very much, all of you. So everyone is eagerly waiting for many things. Definitely, we are going to cover as much as possible. And also, we are going to have Guru Prakārāḥ. So module 2, this is module 1 and module 2 also will be there. It will be a very extended course and it will be having so many things actually, so many things are going to be covered. We should take the Prabhupada words and his letters also will take in the module 2, and after understanding the basic phenomena of the Gaudiya Vaishnavism, about the whole process and roles of the Guru, then institutionally also how we are going to see the things, and maybe some new things also may come out as a recommendations for our authorities. Let us see. Anything else? Okay. Thank you very much. Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Nitai Gaur Prema.